Hey, Real Vision, it's Nick Halaris. It's great to be back with you. I'm sitting down today with Michael Flight, who is a 35 plus year veteran in the real estate industry and also, interestingly, a sort of early adopter and innovator at the intersection of real estate and crypto. Michael, welcome to the show.
Thanks for inviting me on, Nick.
Where are you calling in from today?
I am based out of Oak Brook, Illinois. That's where our offices are.
Okay, great. Is there a lot of crypto activity in Chicago area?
There is crypto activity, but it's not like a real hub. I mean, it gets listed on some of the, as a matter of fact, we just did an article on the top 20, crypto-friendly regions and countries in the world. And, Chicago comes up as having a lot of Bitcoin ATMs. And they've got a few people that were early investors in, some blockchains. But, the biggest area in the United States I find is out in California, Austin, Texas, or New York.
Yeah.
Oh, and plus I forgot Miami.
Yeah, that's the new entry in the past few years for sure. Well, there's a lot that I want to talk to you about. I want to hear about the Liberty Fund and the opportunity that you're going after there, and also pick your brain on what's happening in the real estate market in your area of expertise, which I think will be very fascinating for people in Real Vision. But I wanted to start this conversation by hearing how you got into crypto. So here you are, a seasoned real estate entrepreneur. Tell us your sort of genesis story for discovering the opportunity of crypto and how it all came together.
I think it came from hanging around a lot of freedom-minded people and with a definite libertarian bent, and also people that were really big thinkers and much smarter than me. If I was really smart, I met a guy, Jeff. I forget what his last name is, but Jeff was mentioning Bitcoin to me in 2014, and I just kind of dismissed it. And then a lot of my friends were doing crypto and things in 2017. And I always say that I didn't understand it because I went to a public school, so I don't do math. And so I didn't understand what was backing. I couldn't get the whole algorithm concept. So I kept saying, why not back it with something stable like real estate? Then you'd have a real asset backing it. So, and then the other thing that really, pushed things forward a lot is I'm a resident of a startup country out of Europe called Liberland, and the entire country is built on the blockchain. So I've gotten to meet a lot of really innovative people and some of the, pioneers in crypto, including Roger Ver and, Brock Pierce and those type of people.
How did you get involved in that Liberland?
Some friends of mine mentioned that, hey, there's a startup country and you can get residency. And so I applied for residency, and then I've had the opportunity to meet with the president, and I live close to the vice president of Liberland, and we've gone out to lunch, and also have been helping them. They've got a free trade zone in Serbia, so helping them set up a free trade zone over there.
That's fascinating. What year did that project start?
Liberland has been around for like 6 years now, and I've probably been involved with it for around 3 years or so, or 4 years maybe.
Okay, interesting. So back in 2014, did you start buying any cryptocurrency, or were you just kind of paying?
No, I was so stupid. I didn't buy any cryptocurrency until like late 2018.
Okay, so after the sort of the ICO craze and stuff came to an end.
Yeah, the thing that really pushed me into how can I do an ICO with real estate? Because I literally was, helping a few people, and they were basically doing an Airbnb scheme, in this Eastern European country. And these guys raised like 750,000 to $1.2 million for an ICO that they had no real estate experience. They, really didn't know what they were doing, but everybody was throwing money. All you had to do was have a white paper up and a website, and people were throwing money at ICOs. So I'm like, most of these people that really are talking about doing a real estate ICO have no experience. They're all engineers, and they don't really know anything about real estate. They just think that you can immediately tokenize real estate and everything will be great. And, they don't know the mechanics of it. So that's when I went down the rabbit hole and then realized that you can't do an ICO because it would be illegal in the United States, and our properties are in the United States.
Yeah, I discovered crypto kind of in a similar time frame. It was like 2015, and somehow I got invited to this event actually that Raul Paul, one of the founders of Real Vision, put together down in the Caymans. And there was really smart people in the room, people that regularly appear on Real Vision who were talking about sort of the three possible solutions or end games for crypto. And there was like, okay, it becomes something real for the economy, and then it's worth who knows what, or it fails, or it's the largest speculative bubble in human history. And so those were the three scenarios laid out. And so the takeaway that from this meeting was like, at the very least, you gotta buy some, because if two out of those three things happen, these cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin in particular, is going to be worth, significantly more than what it was trading back then. So I actually bought some. I didn't buy near enough, but at least got into it. So similar.
See, that's why I want to hang around you. You're much smarter than I am. So, because I was just, it's like, okay, I got the real estate gig. It's been great. And, I'm working with institutional partners and things like this. And it would have been, and I should have done it earlier, but it turned out it's like you have to, kind of retrain your brain. But I really do love the aspects of owning your own assets and actually having personal financial freedom, because you control your assets, you owe your assets. So that was really appealing to me.
Yeah. I think it's a very important sort of topic for the period of time that we're in too, because we have this sort of inflationary pressure, and it appears that the only way to really be able to keep up with it is to own assets. And so, this is like, I think that's why we're seeing so much excitement about it. It's also why we're seeing all this crazy speculative activity, is because I think during the pandemic, people either consciously or subconsciously figured out that, hey, I should own assets if I'm going to keep up with whatever's happening. And we're seeing signs of it everywhere. So the timing for these projects is incredible.
Yeah. And a lot of the, people that I was talking to early on were, like Ed Griffin and some of those people were talking about how broken the financial system was, and their, whole thing was, go into gold, go into silver, go into precious metals. So, I did do that as a diversification. And like I said, I didn't quite understand how revolutionary, blockchain would be, because you could instantaneously transfer assets, just like, sending an email, except instead of sending, communication information, you're sending an asset. And, once I finally wrap my head around it, it's like, this is like going to be, insanely revolutionary, especially to real estate, because you've got the world's largest asset class is real estate with $280 trillion. And it's like, if you could even open up a fraction of that, it is just, it's going to be incredible. And it's also going to take millions of people who just came into the middle class, and there's this huge wealth gap, and those people are going to be able to own assets, even in small increments.
Hey, if you like this clip, be sure to check out the full interview and more only on realvision.com/crypto. It's 100% free. Sign up now.